Today I'm going to go over 4 progressions for bird dog. So start on your hands and knees on a mat. Make sure your hands are right below your shoulders and your knees are right below your hips. Make sure your core is engaged, so find that neutral spine where your shoulders aren't shrugging up to your ears. So roll those shoulders down and back and pull that belly button towards your spine, pull those ribs towards your hips, and lengthen through your spine as though you're reaching the top of your head towards the wall ahead of you, and you're reaching your tailbone towards the wall behind you. Nice, long, strong spine. So the first progression is going to involve moving one limb at a time. So you can start by inhaling one hand forward, reaching towards the wall ahead of you. Exhale, bring it back down. Inhale your other arm forward. Exhale, bring it down. And then inhale one leg, extend that leg straight up so you'll feel your glute kick on. So you'll extend as much as you can. If your glutes are a little weak, you might not raise your leg up to parallel. Just make sure you only raise your leg as high as you can, keeping your spine super steady. You don't want that low back to arch, and you don't want your hips to drop or rise too much. Nice, strong core. Really be mindful as you do this of what's going on through your core, since that's what you're training here. Once you can do each limb raise without getting a lot of movement through your core, you can switch to one arm, one leg raise. So when you're ready, you can inhale your right arm up and your left leg up. Again, really just working with that range of motion that allows you to control what's going on with your core. So when you can do about 10 to 15 of these, and they're getting easy, you can start challenging yourself more by moving your hands and your knees closer to each other. So you'll notice here I've stepped my hands so they're right next to each other. My thumbs are touching, and my legs are together now. My knees are touching. So this creates a much smaller line that I have to balance on, just like if I were standing on a balance beam. So if this is too challenging, of course, you can start inching your hands and your knees closer towards each other. You don't need to make that jump from shoulder width apart to touching. So once you have reset, you've decided on a new distance for your hands and knees, go back to doing the single limb raises first, even just the first round you do it, so that you can make sure that you're still stabilizing through your core. You're getting a challenge, but you're still strong and stable. Once you're good with that, you can look at raising your right arm, left leg, and then your left arm, right leg. Feel free to reset after each rep to make sure your core is still in that neutral spine position and you're not letting your low back arch. You're not arching your back. You're just keeping nice and strong here. Breathe and enjoy challenging yourself as you do this. You'll notice I am not perfect as I will raise one arm and leg not quite at the same time, so I'm still working on this too. This is a great exercise that you will always be able to challenge yourself with. Enjoy.